The scream tore through the woods like a blade through silence. It wasn't human, but it sent every officer in the search party into high alert. It was the frantic bark of a canine, sharp, desperate, and determined. A sound only made when instinct overruled command. When something had been found. Or lost. Officer Dana Reyes sprinted toward the sound, branches whipping against her face, heart pounding louder than her boots hitting the forest floor. "Axel," she called, dodging low-hanging limbs. "Heal." But Axel didn't heal. Axel, a 4-year-old German shepherd trained by the book, had broken away minutes ago, veering off the marked search path, ignoring all cues. He was supposed to stay close, to follow commands. But something in the air had changed, and Axel had felt it. Smelled it. Knew it. And in that moment, he made a choice. The town of Willoughby had been shaken to its core 3 nights ago. 3 children, Ellie, 9, twins Ben and Brandon, 6. Vanished from a birthday party sleepover. No broken windows. No screams. Just, gone. Local news swarmed the neighborhood. Parents clutched each other in trembling silence. Volunteers poured in from nearby counties. A statewide Amber Alert lit up every phone for miles. The forest behind the house, dense, old, and rarely explored beyond the edges, became the center of the search. Authorities believed the children might have wandered off, maybe chasing a fox or playing hide-and-seek gone wrong. But as hours turned to days, hope began to flicker. Axel had been brought in on the 2nd morning. Trained to track scents, identify human remains, and obey without hesitation, he was the best. Dana and Axel had worked together for nearly 3 years. Partners. Friends. He'd saved lives before. But never children. Never like this. The first day yielded nothing. Not a sock. Not a shoe. Not a footprint. On the 2nd day, as the team moved deeper into the forest grid, Axel stopped suddenly. Sniffed. Growled low in his throat. Then, against everything he'd ever been taught, he bolted. Dana called. Ordered. Screamed. But he was gone. Now, chasing after him, Dana was filled with dread. If something had happened to the children, or to Axel. She broke through the trees and nearly collapsed from relief and confusion. Axel was standing still, tail rigid, staring down a narrow crevice that cut through the earth like a wound. A sinkhole or old mine shaft, impossible to see unless you were inches away. Dana skidded to a stop beside him and looked down. And there, at the bottom, was a flash of blue. "Ellie," she shouted, breathless. "Ben? Brandon?" A soft cry came back. Weak. But alive. Tears blurred Dana's eyes as she radioed the team. "I found them. They are here. I repeat, we found them. Get medics and rescue ropes now." Axel whined softly and lay down beside the edge, peering into the hole, tail thumping once. He looked at Dana, then back at the children. His mission wasn't complete. It took over an hour to extract the kids. They were cold, dehydrated, but otherwise unharmed. Ellie had tried to find help after they'd fallen through what she thought was a patch of soft dirt, but ended up lost herself before Axel found them. Ben's ankle was twisted. Brandon had a mild concussion. But they clung to the rescuers like lifelines, whispering through cracked lips, the dog saved us." News of the rescue spread like wildfire. Footage showed Axel standing tall as the children were lifted out one by one, never moving from his post until all 3 were safe. A week later, during the press conference, the police chief praised the search teams and highlighted Dana's leadership. "But one hero," he said, voice thick with emotion, broke every rule he was trained to follow, and saved 3 lives because of it. Axel, seated beside Dana, was given a standing ovation. In the weeks that followed, Axel was awarded the Medal of Valor, a first for AK-9 in their unit. The children wrote letters to him, filled with crayons and hearts. One read, "You're our angel with paws." The protocol had been simple: stay with your handler, follow the scent, wait for commands. But Axel had smelled something deeper. Desperation. Fear. Hope buried in dirt. And he chose heart over rule. Dana often replayed the moment in her mind. The bark. The breakaway. The crevice. She knew now that if she had stopped him, leashed him, scolded him, those children might never have been found. They could have perished beneath the leaves, a story without an ending. Instead, they were home. Hugged tight by their parents. Playing in the sun again. Because a dog trusted his instincts. Because love isn't always taught. Sometimes, it's felt. And sometimes, heroes have 4 legs.